Hey everybody, welcome back to Going Off-Grid with Going Ballistic. It is the day before Easter 2025. Justin and I were going to make a video for you guys today, but we got snowed out. So I thought, a lot of you guys have been asking, how's the cabin been going? What you guys been up to up there? So I thought, what the heck, I'll do a little video showing you guys what we've been up to. We have been living off-grid now for 16 months, Stace and I, and so far so good. It is 27 degrees today. Well, we've been getting a lot of snow up here, so we have certain chores that we have to do, such as getting, of course, the snow all cleared out. The front and the back of the house. But most importantly, getting our panels cleared off of the snow in case the sun comes out today. If it doesn't come out today, we have our backup generator that we only have to run for about an hour, maybe two, depending on how depleted our batteries are. And then we just switch back over and go to batteries. The first thing we got to do today is clean off the panels. And here's our panels today. We got only about 5 inches last night, so it wasn't too much snow. The sun is trying to peek through this morning, so I got to get these things cleared off. So usually what I do is I have this snow broom here. This is great for clearing off my panels. Oh, I got to come over here and tilt them. It's all full of snow. Makes it a little easier to get the snow off. So this little panel up here, if you guys watched our older videos, this one charges our batteries down here that run the motors for these. Now, these eco-worthy systems here for tracking the sun have been great for 16 months. Every now and then when the sun is the farthest down in the west, sometimes they'll get stuck in the farthest position to the west, and you just come over here and reset it, level them back out, and it's good to go in the morning. But other than that, these things have been great dealing with the wind. If it gets too windy here, I'll actually put, you can see these screws, I'll actually put 2 boards on each side and I'll stow it in the flat position. It does have a wind meter over here, but since we're up on top of a hill, you're not getting all the wind speed all the time, so it'll move back, and if this thing catches in the wind, it will get ripped off. And in like the 60-mile-an-hour winds that we usually have for the day, I'll just stow them, screw the boards in so it's in the flat position, and usually have to just run the generator for a little bit. Sometimes it'll get enough sun, but the wind will get these things going and tear them apart. So other than that, these things have been really good. This battery right here, I got charging. This is for our water. We have to get water about twice a week, and I have a tank in my truck. I'll show you that here in a little bit, but let's get these panels cleared off. I've learned not to stand here and pull towards me and fill my boots with snow. So yes, that was a lesson I had to learn, but the snow broom's really good. You just pull it down, clear all the snow off of them. There's some ice on it right now, but if the sun comes out, that melts right away, and she's good to go, and she'll start making power. But right now, our batteries are, they're at about, I want to say 50. One's at around 50, the other's at 60, so we're good for the day. If the sun doesn't come out, by the evening I'll be around 20-30%, and I'll run the generator for a couple hours and charge them up for the evening. Other thing, you have a little sensor over here that tracks the sun. I just make sure that's cleaned off, and that's it. Yeah, that's a beautiful morning up here. Other chores I gotta do is, of course, clean off my truck. It's just last week my heater went out. My heater core did, so I had to bypass that. So it's been a couple chilly days driving around up here, going to work. Having to scrape the windshield off every morning because I don't have a defroster. Hey, but at least the seat warmers work, so my butt's warm, and I'm good with that. I'm really glad that we bought this truck and plow. This was probably the second best thing I bought for this house, other than that little fireplace, because with our 17% grade driveway, let's just say it can get pretty crazy up here with all the snow that we get. Now, one thing my wife does, she's gonna get mad at this. Whether it's rain or snow, she walks our dog. Okay, she doesn't walk Kita in the rain.
Hello.
So there's my beautiful wife out in the snow, 27 degrees, walking our dog Kita.
Kita.
How you doing, babe?
Doing good. It's actually kind of warm.
Yeah.
I'm a little warm.
Yeah, she's a little warm at 27 degrees, but yep, as long as it's above 0, she's walking our dog. All right, you guys have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't get that much snow. It's been, oh gosh, we've had a couple days where we actually hit 70 degrees, so it's been pretty warm, and I can at least plow uphill. Whew. Well, like I said, it's 27 degrees out here. What's the temperature where you guys are at? You know, I like to see around the world what the temperature is. So again, it's 27 degrees here on Saturday, the day before Easter. What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? Well, right now I'm going to take you inside and show you the few things that Stace and I have gotten done since the last time I made a video for our cabin. So here we go. All right, cleaning my boots off. So I'm not sure if we had the mud room done, but we tiled the floor, and Stace is really good at woodworking. It's a little cluttered right now, but she made this bench right here, which has become a catch-all for right now. It's usually pretty clear, but she's been doing some working with stain, which I'll show you here on our new countertops. She built this really nice shelf, hang all our coats. I built this closet here so Stace could put all of her cleaning stuff in. So there you go. Put a little outlet in down there so she could charge up the vacuum. And we put this door in here so if guests come over, we can hide our still incredibly ugly mechanical room. Again, there's our water tanks. Here's my spare EcoFlow head. I'll have to get some water on Monday, so I'll show you guys that. A little dark, but here's the EcoFlow Pros that we got. These things are really, really good. You got an app on your phone. You can totally watch these things throughout the day, see what you're at, see if you need to turn your generator on, stuff like that. The problem I did have with the EcoFlows is they kept shutting off. I can't remember if I put that in the other videos, but we'd just be sitting there watching TV and boom, power would go out. Well, it started getting more and more frequent, and then I couldn't get the power back on. Finally got it back on, was able to email tech support, which EcoFlow tech support has been awesome. They just ask, you do a video, you give, when you bought them, where you bought them. They just ask for some simple information. If you write it down once, you always have it. Make a little video. I sent it to them, and within the next day, they had made a program that I could upload automatically. You just, you can go into the app, and it'll tell you if there's a new version. They had written a whole new code for it, said, hey, we know what's going on, this won't happen again. And so far, for gosh, at least about 6-8 months now, I have not had one single power outage. So thumbs up to EcoFlow customer service for all the amazing help that they've given me. They've always been extremely responsive, and they stand behind their products. So thank you guys for that. All right, let's move on into the main house, and I'll show you what Stace has done with our countertops. I'm so glad I married a woman that likes to do woodworking, because I hate it. So here's our kitchen. So Stace and I decided to go with the butcher block countertops. So we bought the raw ones, and I cut them, put them together, did the sink and all that, and she did all the staining because I do not like doing this stuff. We're still working on the backsplash, just about done with those. She built these really nice shelves, these floating shelves, which are a lot of parts in them. Way more complicated than I would have ever done, but they turned out really, really nice. So yeah, so that is our kitchen. All right, so things we do to conserve water around here. You know, we don't fill up the sink all the way. We just rinse the dishes off very quickly. And so other things we do is we have this pitcher here, and when we each take a shower, Stace showers in the morning, I shower at night. Well, while the water's warming up, instead of it just going out our gray water system, we'll each hold this up, fill it up, and it'll be warm by the time it's up here. And then we poured in our Alexa Pure here, and this filters for our drinking water. Now, the water we shower in and stuff it's good enough to drink, but going through the Alexa Pure, it's a lot better drinking water. So that's what we do. All right, so now that I explained to you how we conserve water and stuff around here, I'm gonna show you what I have to do twice a week to get water. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, so today is my water day. I usually do it twice a week. I like to keep my tanks full. So first I gotta get this tank body out of here so I can put that 200-gallon tank in my truck. All right, I'm gonna get it strapped down, head to the water fill station, and I'll be back. I ain't gonna bore you with the water fill station. I'm just filling up with water. All right, so I only got about 160 gallons because my truck is not tall enough and it'll bottom out if I get too much weight in here. So I only do about 150, 160 gallons. So this is what I do twice a week. Battery, connection hose, 12-volt transfer pump, and a garden hose. I know there's much easier ways to do this, but one, I haven't had time or the money. So this is what I've been doing for 16 months. Now what we're hoping to do is get a 2,000-gallon tank we can bury at the end of our road, and then put some kind of well pump, some pump in it that'll pump up to these, and then we can have some of the water companies around here who deliver water just deliver water down there. We flip a switch and it comes up to our tanks. We'll see. All right, then I run my hose in through the front door, over to my tank, put my little piece of wire on here so it holds my hose. Turn the pump on. Open that. Yes, folks, that's it. Twice a week. 150 gallons, 160 gallons. And it takes anywhere from like 20, 30 minutes, depending on how much water I get, to fill up these tanks with that little transfer pump. Again, I know there's faster ways, but this is what I've been doing for 16 months. I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me. Hey, that's the life of living off grid, you know. You just make do. All right. So that load took about 40 minutes, and usually when I'm filling the water, I'm doing other chores around the house, or drinking coffee, sitting on my butt, or cutting wood, more drinking coffee, sitting on my butt. So the best thing we've ever invested in for this little cabin is this little fireplace. This thing has been saving us so much money in propane. One of the things we did this year was we bought this little blower right there, and this thing heats our house really good. We just started it this morning, maybe about an hour ago, and we're already up to 70 degrees. So that thing has been a lifesaver. Well, thank you guys for watching this video on our cabin here. It's been interesting living off grid for 16 months, but it really hasn't been that bad. So we enjoy this little cabin. We love living up here. in the mountains and all the wildlife and stuff. But so this is our little cabin. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back.